So, lap hands, bros, and welcome you back with Booth Logically Gaming. You're here on the Simpit Crew channel, and we're doing Mazda Mondays a little bit differently now. I'm going to be doing recorded videos instead of streams. You guys seem to like what Dave Blair does with his reviews and stuff like that, his little race recaps. So, just kind of taking a page out of his book if that's more popular on the channel. We're going to do that kind of thing. It's more or less just for Shaun that we do this stuff. So, it's kind of our way to give back to the community. So whatever you guys want to see, that's how we're going to do things. If you guys have any comments or anything like that, or if you'd rather do streams, or if you like these videos, that kind of thing, let us know in the comments below. And obviously, drop likes and all that kind of stuff. Every little bit helps for Shauner. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button here. We are in the Mazda at the Nordschleife for this first race of the season here. We're going to watch basically the first lap and the last one. There's not a whole hell of a lot that happened in the middle. We're going to start off just kind of watching and seeing the kind of lines that we're taking and trying to analyze our mistakes and stuff like that a little bit while we're watching. That guy just dives right in. It was a good thing we were kind of going slow watching for him. Now, I did start from the back, as this is my first race back in a week. I took week 13 off completely, didn't even put on the wheel or anything. So I did kind of play it a little bit safe for this first little bit, which was probably good. You can see that yellow car dove again, only this time he hit somebody and a wall. So, it was good that I wasn't trying to push up into that group there. Now, this guy here, I kind of dropped off a little bit. We had the run on him, but I kind of just took it a little bit easy and came through here, and then it turned out, like you can see, we're quite a bit faster. He brakes really tight on the apex for some reason. So we pass him on the outside there, and we still have enough run to keep going here on the straight before the chicane. It was a fairly good start, I would say, given that we started from the back. We made it through safely, no X. That's what really matters. Coming up into the chicane, I actually kind of want to point out this little group up here. You can see they go in side by side. This guy cuts in front, and then we're like snuggled right up against this guy's ass here. So I go wide here, hoping that if he misses this exit, I can kind of catch up behind him, but he's holding the middle of the road. So even if I had have, come out with a significant amount more speed, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. But it's alright, we end up hanging back and doing fine following behind him. Coming into this rhythm section here again, I've got a lot more speed than he does, but you can see we're going to just drag off. I could have probably passed there, but again, just trying to play it safe for the first little bit. Excuse me? Now I think this is where we make the pass on him, so we have quite a good run here, and we take the left-hand side. I would like to keep the inside for this, but he was holding the inside, and we had a lot better of a run, so we just stay outside. And I think he lifts there to make sure he's not holding us up. I think he knows that we're up on his ass. And now we're going to kind of spread out a little bit here for a minute. We'll just go ahead and fast forward a little bit, get caught up. I think this is kind of the nice thing about doing these replays, is that we're not, you don't have to wait for all the practice, and we're not like hanging out and chilling and stuff like that, which may or may not be a plus, but the race also isn't as long, isn't as hard to go over. I still haven't caught up yet, so we'll see here. Now, I know I ended up with a battle with a good friend of mine that actually watches the streams and stuff. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to hold it towards the end. I think he got some contact and picked up some damage. But that's on the last lap, so I'm not sure if anything happens more on this one. We'll kind of go forward and we'll see here. Kind of analyze the line. So looking inside here, that was a little bit ambitious, I think. I might have been able to try to push a little harder, but once I got up next to him, I think I hit the brakes and just kind of tried to get it back in behind him again. Pushy, pushy, pushy. I think we're going to be in draft here, coming up after this next corner, so we'll speed it up just a little bit and just see if we can get the pass here. Way too much curve there, though. That exit was not good. Not good at all. And we do have draft, but it's not going to be enough to pass him, I don't think. Oh, Jesus. Alright, this is... I have the run. He's quite a bit wide. I'm moving a decent bit faster, so it's not super ambitious, but... If you're not, like, you know, if you don't have a significantly good run coming into this area, it's not the best place to go side by side. You can hear he's in my draft now, so he's picking right up on us. And then he goes, I forgot about that, he goes to pass us here. It's crazy. I hit my brakes there because the spotter did call side by our side, called right side. Remember that now. There's some things when you watch this, you're like, oh yeah, I remember it. We record these on Monday, by the way, so if you guys do want to catch them on stream, you can over on twitch.tv/DevinBooth. We are always streaming pretty well, at least daily. He took that pass back. Now, I don't know if we managed to get up behind him in here. Oh, there we go. Well, then there goes that. We can kind of watch and see what happens to him here just to kind of analyze it. I'm pretty sure, though, he just makes a bit of a mistake. Yeah, catches the inside curve. He's too unsettled. Hits the outside curve, and there's nothing he can do. Oh! While we're talking about stuff that you shouldn't do, though, this right here, so he's on his brakes here. He needs to stay on his brakes. I don't what he's doing right now, getting off his brakes like this isn't okay. And then you can see here, like, he's on his brakes finally now, but he gets back off them again and rolls out into traffic. This is very much so not okay. You guys don't do this kind of thing. Your crash, like, he's in reverse right now. He's actually hitting the gas. That's not good. Not good at all. Rolling right out next to me, rolls right in front of this poor dude. Like, that's very poor driving right there. Anyways, with that said, I think we can scan ahead now. And I'm going to take this opportunity just to kind of talk a little bit about how I'm going to be doing things over on the crew channel. So like I said at the beginning, we are going to be doing recorded videos instead of streams. I think that's more appropriate just for the channel, the kind of content that Dave does, and he's on there all the time, and I might as well try to keep some continuity there. Oh, there was a pass there, but I think it was just he made a mistake or something. Yeah, he just made a mistake. We come flying by. Nothing super exciting or anything like that. But yeah, so we're changing up how we're doing things. Hopefully you guys don't mind. And again, just put it in the comments below if you like to see something different, or if you don't mind this version or whatever. Whatever your preference is, we want to know. And then also I will be doing Dirt Rally as well. I'm thinking about doing a career league. I'm just kind of deciding on the car and how we're going to go about it, because I'm okay at Dirt Rally, but I'm not great. So I'm not sure if we want to choose a faster car or a slower car, or how I really want to go about that. But we'll work that out, and we'll get her figured here. So this is the end of lap 2. I think we're gonna pit on lap 3 here. So let's just skip ahead into the pits. And there we are with a couple cars right ahead. So this is our final lap here, and I am pushing hard. I actually wanted to point something out on this corner here after the chicane. You'll notice the way that these guys take this corner, and if you saw the first lap that they didn't do it properly. You really want to use the whole track here. So you see we come all the way to the left, all the way to the right. We're down in 3rd gear right now. Slowly bringing that apex in. I'm a little bit wide there, but not bad. But you see, this is the important part. Use this right-hand side, because it lets you get so much of a better exit. Even with me catching that curb there, I'm still like having a better exit than the guy ahead of me. Because these guys, I don't know why, but they try to hold tight going into that corner. They don't use that little bit of pit exit. Very much so use it. There are some cars that are a little too wobbly, but anything that's stable in any way, shape, or form, use that exit. Now, I think this is Ola that we're catching up on, is it not? Awesome. Yeah, this is a good friend of ours. You guys have seen this gentleman in the iRacing chats. You've seen him in the Simpit when we watch in the mornings on the news. He's a good friend of the community. And luckily we got to race with him, which was nice. And I'm about his pace, but I think he had a little bit of accident with one of the other drivers leading up to this, so he was a little bit slowed down. And then, yeah, here's the... goes wide here, so we can capitalize on that and take the lead there. And then we'll just kind of skip ahead. I'm gonna follow his car, because if I remember right, he actually stays pretty close behind us through all this. got quite a good good line behind us. He's holding in the draft. It's a little bit wide there. I had to tap his brakes, but we both make it through fine. I missed my apex, so did he. He's following me off the track, or following me wide. Do you see how tight he stayed here? He still has about the same amount of speed, but he's a fair amount tighter. If he had been wider there, I'd be willing to bet he would have got quite the run on me. And coming through miss, hit, miss. I got a little bit loose there. Didn't quite hit the center apex. This is that crazy pants shitting corner. You gotta slow down so fast, and it's so off camber, and just changes in camber in general. It's a sketchy corner. Let's move it up a little bit here. And we'll see. I know there's a little bit of a battle towards the end, and I think that's the last of the action for the races once we hit the back straight. Oh, no, he did take us before that. Nice, I didn't even know. Oh, wait, no, we set this up. I forgot. Yeah, we were. Somebody in the chat, they were yelling at me like, hey, let him pass. So I eased off just a little bit here without actually easing off so that he would pass me without knowing I was trying to let him pass. I completely forgot. And then that way, so we come through this part now, and all I have to do is make sure I stay on his ass, right? As long as I'm on his ass throughout this whole part, I'll catch him on the back straight. So I'm just kind of chilling behind, making sure we hit our apexes, you know, hit our exits, stay behind him. A little bit wide there, but I think we use, yeah, plenty of track there on the exit. And here, using the whole track, which is good. A little too much curve there. Excuse me, sorry. No, my apologies. Yeah, lots of track usage. Wide as possible on entries, bringing it into the apex, use the whole exit, you know. Just doing our best to stay up behind him here. Now this corner in the Mazda is a lot easier than in a lot of other cars. Pretty much like here, you just get back on the mat and don't lift. It'll do it. You know, it'll make it. As long as you're steering right, it'll do it. You see how tight we are coming through here? This is where we start to get caught back up again. We had a better run coming through that last section there. And then coming into this corner here, I focused really hard making sure you're tight, and then you aim as though you're going to go wide but don't kind of deal. Bring it into fourth gear, bottom end of fourth. I believe you actually even touch third there sometimes, but there's third gear for sure. And right now we're close enough that we're in the draft, so just focusing on hitting this corner without lifting. So you lift a little bit for this right-hander, and then you don't lift for here. And I don't even think I lifted for the right-hander in this case. I'm pretty sure I just stuck it. He went a little bit wide on that exit. That gives us all of the run that we need. We'll sneak up, sneak up, sneak up towards the end. By the end of the straight, I think we get up next to him. I'm not sure how going through the last corners were, but we'll find out here. I actually, for a second here, I didn't think I was going to have him, if I remember right. But we managed to get up next to him for the final set of corners. And I think we're clear past now. Yeah, we are. I stayed wide anyways, though. Like I said, yeah, one, he's a friend of the channel, but two, also, you just want to have respect for the drivers around you. Now, if memory serves, he has a pretty good run on us here, so I played a little defensively. You know, I just kind of let it drift off to the right. I didn't want to be, like, super blocking. As soon as I heard the call that he was on my side, I went left. You can see me dodge. But this dude's sitting right here in front of the lights for no reason, or in front of the track for no reason, the start line. I don't really know what that guy was thinking, and I don't think Viral realized that the dude was full stopped, because yeah, he just plows right into him at the end there. But yeah, so that was the first Mazda Monday race of the season. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch us over to this camera for a second, and we'll let this last little bit play. We'll bring the camera back. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this format's okay. Hopefully you guys find it enjoyable. Like I said, this is something new for me. I haven't done recorded videos in a good long time, so yeah, it might come out a little bit bumpy. I don't know. We'll find out. yeah, regardless, I think that was a good race. We had a lot of fun. You can see like the racing was pretty good for the most part. There was that one guy diving in the beginning, and the one dude that made a mistake ahead of us. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty good. Excuse me, pretty consistent and enjoyable. So look forward to one of these again next week. You guys will see this comes out on the Monday of the second season. So if you guys want to run the race today, today that is for you guys. If you guys want to run the race today, it'll still be on the Nordschleife until I believe it's like 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern or something like that is when it'll switch over. And then, or 5 Pacific or something like that, is when it'll switch over and you'll be able to do the next track. So next week, you guys will see me on that next track. I'm not even sure what it is yet. I'll look into it. We'll get her figured out when the time comes. Thanks as always again for watching, guys. Slappy hands, brothers. And we will see you guys in the next week. Bye-bye. See you later, pit crew.